So hello guys, Happy New Year to everyone, welcome good people, welcome to 2026. This is the 5th of January 2026, so a very happy new year to everyone and welcome to this Outlook session with me. My name is Geoffrey. Others know me as All State Papi. So all that is still me, so I'm gonna take you through what I'm anticipating for this week. So it's the first official trading day of the year 2026. And there's quite a lot that I'm looking out for in the financial markets. Remember, last the these just past weekend, as we've just come from the festivities, I've been looking at markets. Actually, even during even the festive season period, I have been looking at markets. Just trying to align myself with what is happening within the markets even during the festive season. And what you've seen previously or the last weekend is that the Venezuelan president was arrested by the US, and we know the kind of minerals that are in Venezuela. So what I'm talking about in terms of minerals, I'm talking about their oil. They have one of the largest reserves of oil in the world at Venezuela. So these are some of the happenings that will be affecting the various commodities. Like now, we'll get to talk about US oil here. I'll get to talk about UK oil during this session. I'll also get to talk about a few other of the major currency pairs that I'm looking out for. Obviously, definitely the major pairs. I'm always a major pairs trader. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about quite a number of pairs: Euro USD, GBP USD, USDCHF, and commodities and indices as well. I'm probably also going to talk about silver. So joining and let's get to it. So as you can see here, this is the Just Capital Discord overlay right here. So this is basically for members of the trading community, and we do have the blog right here. This is the public blog at justcapitalke.blogspot.com. This is how it is. So I've not shared the setup on the blog, but the first setup of the year I've shared it on Discord right here. So this is a USDCHF setup, and I am currently in that. I'm also looking at having Euro USD as well. So and also GBP USD, but I'm gonna break that down in this session. So starting off, we have USDCHF. You can see these are very spectacular move that you have here. So you've had price reacting from this demand. We've had price reacting from this demand, and this demand has been a very key area of interest because this demand has been the origin of major price moves from this area, this area, and this area. Anytime price has tapped this demand, you have seen a very strong push to the upside to this supply. This demand again, very strong push to back to this supply. From this demand again, a very strong push to this supply. From this demand again, very strong push, a breakout retest. So now I'm currently looking at a potential continuation of the rally higher all the way to this next supply area at the areas of 0.80, 0.8600 areas. That is my major target. Basically filling this range back to this supply, which was the origin of this whole drop all the way down to this demand. As you can see, we have quite some strong bullish momentum in this one. So it's the first trade of the year, first setup of the year, and I'm currently in this and holding it all the way to the anticipated target, which is the areas of 0.8600 areas. So we have this and this on the 4 hour time frame. If you probably just check out the daily and see how it looks like. So the daily you can see as well. This demand has held for quite a while, and you can see each time price taps into this demand, even on the daily time frame, we see very strong pushes too. We see very strong pushes to the upside. So from here all the way back from July last year, we have here, we have here, here. Each time price taps this demand, we've seen a very strong push to the upside. So this tells us that this demand has high, I mean, this level has high demand imbalance. All right, that is why we are seeing very strong pushes from this level each time price taps this area. And you can see on the daily, just as we have previously mentioned, we're still expecting to see price rally all the way to these areas of 0.8660 areas. So let's wait and see. We've got that on USDCHF. Then let's see what you have on EU. So there is Euro USD. I had been monitoring this since Friday, last week. So this is what we have on Euro USD. So price got into this supply. You had a fake breakout here, then price drops to the downside, then you have the retest, then price is pushing lower, forming lower lows. So I was anticipating a slight retracement to 1.17 thousand based off this low that was broken, because this was the low that was broken for price to form a lower low. So I was anticipating a retest of this before now we see a potential continuation of the drop lower like that. All right, and realize how price reacts at this level. This is a key area on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm looking at when price taps this. You had a very strong push to the downside all the way down to this. Before now, the retracement where eventually price got to this demand. So for this one, I'm looking at a potential bearish push to the downside. The first area of interest will be these areas of 1.16 to 100. The next area of interest will be these areas of 1.15, 500 areas, based off these and based off these as well. Then the next area of interest is price coming all the way to these levels of 1.15080. Basically, the origin of this whole rally for that range to be filled back to this. So I'm giving multiple targets because I'm sure we have day traders, we have scalpers, and then myself, I am a swinger, so I'm probably willing to hold the position all the way down to the major target. But there's several targets for to cater for all types of traders. So you have scalpers, day traders, you have your targets at 16 to 100. Anyone who's looking to hold it all the way to 15,500, we will be together. Then there's the major target all the way down to 1.15080. So I have multiple targets for this. All right, so we have that. And if you see this zone, again, this is a level that has high supply imbalance. So we are looking at each time price tap this area, we've seen a very strong push to the downside. And if I zoom out again, you can see it is repetitive. Okay, it is repetitive. Look at when price was here, when price was here, when price, although it missed by a few pips, then when price was here, look at the strong pushes that price gives each time price taps this area. That is how you are able to tell that a zone is has either high supply or demand imbalance. Okay, so we have that. Then let's have a look at GBP. Let's have a look at GBP USD. Huh. So I had already shared the Usdchf on for the on the private Discord, so the members of the community already have it. Then we have GBP USD. GBP USD. There it is. So GBP USD is a bit slacking, but however, what I'd want to see is this has been a key area of interest. Let me zoom out so that you're able to see this properly. So this level here has been a key area of interest. And you can notice when price broke below this, we had a very strong push to the downside, this area here. Then price comes back to this, then you have a very strong push all the way down, right? Because previously this was a very key area of demand. Notice each time price comes here, we've seen a very strong push to the upside, very strong push here again, here as well, here as well. So now when price got to this area, we've seen a push to the downside, then a break above. Normally, we would expect a potential retest then continuation of the rally higher, but instead what happened is we've seen now price push back into this area. So now, with that, what now I'll be expecting to see is, if I zoom in, what I'll be looking forward to see is if price breaks below this, I'll be looking to see a candle close below, then a retest of this. At the retest of this is when I can take the trade and now hold it all the way down to back to these areas, back to this demand. So that is the areas of 1.32 to 100, because now this becomes the range they're working with is from this demand to this supply and back to this demand. All right. So that is what I'd be looking out for on that is what I'd be looking out for on this. This is GBP Probably let's see how the daily looks like. So on the daily, you can see that is what you have. So the moment you see a break below this, then anticipate a strong push to the downside. But first, we need enough confirmations for the break below this. All right. So let's wait and see how price reacts to this. Then and see very strong momentum to the downside. Then we have USD CAD. So USD CAD is pushing strongly to the upside. Price failed to get to this demand below and instead reacted from here. And now you're seeing price pushing all the way to these areas up here. So I'd wait to see if price is going to hold at this area or if you're going to see a breakout above. Okay. So that is something that I'm closely waiting to see. But if price breaks above the better, because now it actually solidifies the sentiment. All right, it solidifies the sentiment. But first, you have to see how price reacts at this area here. Okay, for this one is more of observation. Then we can react after it's done. Okay, so we have that. Then let's have a look at NZD USD. NZD USD. I remember I was looking at this during the festive season, and I'm sure price is still pushing to the downside. My area of interest was when price was at this supply area. I was looking for potential sells from here. The first target was this lows, which has been already been hit, but the major range is all the way down to this 0.57 to 112, right? Because now the major range you're working with is from this supply. From this supply, you have the first range all the way down to this and back to this, the range was filled. Then you have now the full range from this supply all the way down to this major demand. Then here you have we have from this demand all the way to this supply, that range gets filled. So you're coming back to this. So once this range gets filled, now we look out for potential bullish reversal. Or if price breaks below, then you can anticipate a potential continuation of the drop lower. But for now, I don't see price tap into the areas of 0.57 to 100. Right? So let's wait and see how price reacts to this. Then we can have a look at euro pound. Or probably before we get to that, let's have a look at oil. So here is US oil. So you can see quite some bullish reactions from here. So this has been a very key area of demand for quite a long time. So for this one, I'm looking at a potential bullish reversal. In this demand. So our working range has been from this supply all the way down to this demand and back to this supply, that range was filled. Then from this supply again all the way to this demand, that range was filled. We had a push to the upside, then back to this demand again, that range was filled, push to the upside, back into this demand. So what I'm expecting to see is a potential now bullish reversal like that. Okay. So we have that. Let's wait and see how price gets to react to this. Then let's have a look at UK oil as well. So for UK oil, this is what you have. Same scenario here. This has been a very key area of interest on the daily, and this is a key demand area. So if I go to the 4-hour time frame, this is what you have. So for this one as well, I'd expect a potential bullish reversal at these areas here. Within this demand. My demand is based off the daily. That is why you can see this area here. Okay, this is based off the daily. You can see what you have there. So if this demand holds, we are looking at prices pushing to the upside, a potential bullish reversal. Okay. So we have that. The range has been from this supply down to this demand, back to this supply. That range was filled. Then from this supply coming back down to this coming down back to this demand. That range was filled. So this demand has held. We are looking at a potential bullish reversal. So let's wait and see how price reacts to that. Then we can have a look at I had seen Euro GBP. There is £0, still pushing to the downside. This is a very solid breakout retest continuation. We had the breakout, the retest here, then a continuation of the drop lower, all the way down to these areas of 0.86 for 40 areas, based off this demand. These are continuation setup. These are drop base drop. We have the drop base, then drop. This will have been your entry. Then you can hold it all the way down to these areas of 0.86, 0.86 for 40 areas. So we have that. But then if price reacts from this area here, okay, this is a level of 0.86, 650 areas or 600 areas. You can still have probably a short-term target there. But the long term is 0.86 for 40 areas. Right? So we have that. We have that. Then we can have a look at now the indices. You have NAS and US30. So probably let me start off with US30. So there is US30. We had prices going to the all-time highs of 48,836. So I'm looking at then price come to these lows. And see even very strong rejection, then a push above. So I'd wait to see price come to back to these areas of 48,640. Then from here, I'll be able to determine if we will see a potential reversal or we'll see price push back to all-time highs. But first, I'm looking at a bullish push to 48,640. Then from there, I can be able to observe and see how price reacts at that level. If we'll see a potential push to the downside or we'll see price break above. But for now, I'm expecting a bullish push to 48,640. Right? Then we have NAS100. NAS100. There's NASDAQ as well. So for NASDAQ, let me refine these levels a bit. So you have this area here, but also we have now the all-time high here and here. So we have that. Now I'm looking at price coming to I'm looking at we had price react from this supply area 25,807 and 25,700 from this supply all the way down to this structure and also to this demand, then back to this supply. That range was filled. Then from this supply to this low, then back to this supply. That range was filled. Then from supply all the way down to this. So for this one, I'm waiting to see if we will see price push to the upside or will you see price first come to this area before now a potential push higher. Okay, so there's that. I'm waiting to see how price gets to react to this. That is on Nasdaq. Then you can have a look at the FTSE before I check out silver. So the FTSE already tapped to the all-time highs of 10,000 and now you're seeing a retracement. So I need to see a retracement back to the previous all-time high, basically the 9,930 areas before, a potential continuation of the rally higher for this one. Then lastly, we can have a look at silver, XG, USD. So there is silver. We've seen price from all-time highs of 82,000. So 82, sorry. So what I'd wait to see is this kind of scenario, whereby now price is forming demands. So in this kind of scenario, you're looking out for demand areas, something like this. This will also have been another demand based off this. Then this will also be another demand. Okay. So like that. So here you have it like that and like that. So this will have been a very good area of interest. Then your target is these highs of 82. All right. So for probably anyone looking for potential opportunities, right now price already far gone, so you can't take it in the middle. However, the bias is bullish. Your target will be the highs of 82 before now you see if price is gonna hold or break above that area. So let's monitor and see how price gets to react to, let's wait, monitor and see how price gets to react to that. Then I will be giving updates. I'll be giving updates. Some of them definitely I will be sharing them on Discord. Then I will do another video probably the mid of the week or towards the end of the week discussing this. So with that, guys, I'd like to wish you all a very great day ahead. So cheers, everyone. Looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Don't forget, we do have a YouTube playlist whereby we get to talk about or we get to this is how the playlist looks like. So let me just share with you this. I want you to be able to see uh, the playlist that you can be able to listen to. Now, for the playlist, I want you to understand that the playlist is different. The playlist is whereby you have, so you come here. Let me get to share this. So this is the playlist. The YouTube channel is the YouTube channel is Chase Capital 254. So this is the playlist. The playlist is different from the Outlook videos that I'm doing like this. The playlist has videos that are interactive and engaging. You can hear members of the community discussing across the various pairs. So that is why I've had to differentiate between the videos, the Outlook videos, and this, which is now the playlist. So when you come to the playlist, you'll see the Chase Capital trading community playlist. So just come and have a look this or even listen in. So this is where I'll be sharing some of the recordings of this is where I'll be sharing some of the recordings that we've done with the members of the trading community, so that you just also have a feel of how also guys are how guys are responding to these sessions, and how members of the community are actually even progressing and performing on with their trading. So I'm going to be sharing more of that now on the playlist, but the usual Outlook videos like this one that I am doing, I'll just be sharing normally the way I do on the YouTube. But for the playlist is how you get to listen to live interaction and engagements with the members of the trading community. All right. So with that, guys, I'd like to wish you all a very good day ahead. So cheers, everyone. Stay blessed and stay financially literate. Let's meet up on the next one. So cheers, guys.